Nearly 1 year ago today, I picked up my first F1 card for my PC. Now, nearly a year later, I've amassed quite the collection. And in today's video, I'm going to show you guys every F1 card we've picked up in the last 12 months. So many people to thank, and know that, like you said, this is only the beginning. Welcome back to Card Talk. Thousands of people, collections, card shops, and collectors. 47.5. You're good to go. All right, man. A lot of time ahead and a lot of opportunity to make this play special every day. So, all right, what's going on YouTube? Card Collector 2 coming at you here with a brand new video. And today we are back with another PC show off. This time it'll be my entire F1 collection. As I mentioned in the intro, it was nearly 1 year ago to the date I picked up my first F1 card. First one I actually picked up was a Charles Leclerc Topps Chrome rookie auto from 2020. Shortly after that, it was almost an exact year to the date, I picked up a Charles Dynasty auto. And since then, I've been able to acquire quite a bit of cool stuff for the PC and go to my first and second F1 race. My wife and I went to Miami with Brian, where we did a little vlog with whatnot down there. And then Reg and I went to the F1 race in Austin recently, earlier this year. So I wanted to show you guys everything we have picked up. There's so many different things. There's actually a little bit more on the way that unfortunately we have not opened yet, that are either due right around this time and will be featured in an upcoming mail day, or things that are on their way from recent purchases. So let's get right into it and see what this collection looks like a year into it. So, all right, we'll start with some of the top-loaded stuff. So starting right off with a Gunther second year Topps Chrome Orange. This out of 25. We picked this up in London. If you guys have not seen that, the London card show vlog is down below. This was picked up there as well, Gunther auto out of 25. I picked this up, I'm trying to think where I picked this up, but I think slowly but surely I'm going to try to get an auto of everyone in the 2020 set for Topps Chrome and Dynasty. I'm not going to try to do like all base autos, all orange autos, all singles or duals from Dynasty. I think it's just one of each driver, but when I see the cheaper ones, I'll pick them up. You got a K-Mag Gold out of 50. Went to the F1 race in Austin, had some paddock access, and got to meet a lot of the guys, the entire team basically over at Alpine. Some of the nicest people on earth, so anytime I see Alpine now, I'm like, yep, gotta have it, Alpine for life. So thought this was cool. I saw this Sapphire out of 70th with the Alpine logo, so definitely had to grab it. Same thing here, Esteban Ocon Orange out of 25. Love Alpine now. I mean, some of the nicest human beings ever. They were so great. So I thought it was cool, and definitely going to be pulling for them next year with Ocon and Gasly, but they were so great. So it's been fun to pick up some of their stuff here and there. Some F1 second year autos, first year Mazepin, another Gunther auto. Got a Lights Out George out of 25, second year auto Sato, Checo, first year Chrome auto, 53 of 99, Vasseur for Alfa Romeo, gold, 25 of 50. Another one of those same K-Mags from earlier. This is just the orange 70th, Albon orange 70th, Christian Horner. So I have the first year and second year Chrome gold. Lewis 70th. I think I talked about it the first time I filmed a F1 PC video. We've done this before when it was a much smaller earlier this year. Picked up, I talked about the 70th. I'm not real big on the 70th. I know a lot of people like those. The fact that they're not numbered doesn't do it for me. I prefer the serial numbered stuff, but to each their own. Then you got some first year Chrome and Chrome Sapphire, Max, Lewis, a couple of the greats. So you got those, right? Nothing super expensive. Then you got this, Lewis out of 99, Lewis base. All right, so moving on, you got more Lewis, Daniel Ricciardo out of 399, George Russell, Leclerc 99, Leclerc gold out of 50, gold wave, Russell, a lot of George Russell. It's one of the drivers my wife really likes. I like Mercedes, so I'll root for George. Danny Rick, 70th Sapphire, 18 to 70. Lewis, Lewis at a 70, Lewis at a 99. One of these is card number 59, 2, 24. I don't know which one it is. Verstappen at a 70, Verstappen at a 50, at a 70, at a 70, at a 70. 33 of 70, that's first year card number for Max. More of those coming later. Max Orange Wave at a 25. Lewis, 33 of 50. That's not his card number, that's Max's card number. Lewis is 44. I know one of these is card number. Max, 34 of 50, one-off card number. Matsushita, 101 from first year Chrome. Lewis, both those at a 70. A lot of Lewis number. I was picking that stuff early on. The portraits and the SPs just sold for so much more, so I thought those might be decent because the price was just substantially cheaper, so I was buying a lot of that stuff. Lewis, 32 of 50, second year. Gold Wave, one-off his card number. Another George, Max, and then George at a 50. So a lot of first and second year color. I don't pick up as much of the second year stuff. I definitely prefer first year, but I'll pick it up when it makes sense. Lewis, 70th orange. Lando Norris, purple, $3.99. Albon, 101. Driver of the day, China. It's kind of cool. Ferrari logo, 70th. 33 of 70. Mazepin red. I don't have a lot of reds. I think I only have like 3. Unfortunately, Mazepin has to be is one of them out of 5. I think I picked this up in Tampa at the end of last year. Mercedes purple, Red Bull Racing purple. And then you got Ferrari logo. And then here's some second year Dynasty stuff. So you got a Dynasty George out of 5. You've got Giovinazzi 101. Dual patch, so that was kind of cool. Latifi out of 10. Zipper, Perez, Zipper, 10 of 10. And then Perez, Red Bull patch auto. I thought the patch was super cool. 8 of 10. I picked that up in Chantilly earlier this year. So there's some of those. All right, moving on to some graded stuff. All right, you got first year Chrome Orange, Driver of the Day in Spain, Max, 9 of 25. You have a Max Red Wave, 3 of 5. Max Driver of the Day in Germany, Gold, out of 50. All right, I own the SP and the base, Max, 70th, out of 70, 8 of 70, and 38 of 70. Both PSA 8s. Max Red Refractor, first year out of 5. And then this has actually been a fun thing I've picked up in time. Some of these in trade, some of these I purchased. But you have most of the rainbow, except for the 101, and I think there's one other. But I have the orange 8, the purple 9, which is out of 10, and then the red 10 out of 5. Gold out of 50, aqua out of 99, and then the base 10. So not a bad little rainbow. It's like they get better as they progress, right? So you got 8 on the out of 50 and 25. Then you have a 9 on the 10 and a 10 on the out of 5. So it's kind of cool for my boy George. There's some more Max. All right, moving on. Probably the best logo I have is the Haas out of 25, Orange Sapphire, 3 of 25. They have a K-Mag Gold Sapphire 10. Some of this stuff I've picked up recently as the prices have come down, right, with the market correcting or adjusting. There's been a lot of this stuff that's actually been cheaper, so I've tried picking up some stuff that I would really like or I thought it made sense. So Gunther Red Auto out of 5. I think that's my only red auto. Gunther Gold out of 50. Yuki Gold Auto. Danny Rick out of 199, and then Toto Wolff out of 199, PSA 10. Some more stuff. You have a Christian Horner Gold. I picked this up in London out of 50. There's a Max second year 10 out of 25. Piastri. Only have a few Piastri. The other one's actually right here, so I'll just show it now. Pulled this green rookie auto out of 99, and then Sapphire out of 199, PSA 10. So only a couple Piastri cards. Sato Auto Gold. We picked this up in Burbank. Lewis 8. Another card from Burbank. Botas out of 10, PSA 7. That I think is my lowest graded Dynasty card, so maybe I'll update that or upgrade that one day. Got a Lewis second year, or George second year gold. Leclerc first year Grand Prix winner in Italy out of 5. Thought that was really cool. Love the red on red. Lewis second year Sapphire negative 10. K-Mag Dynasty 910 out of 5. Signs Dynasty out of 5, PSA 9. So a PSA 9 and a BGS 9. And then a Signs Sapphire Portrait PSA 10. All right, moving along. You have a Max. Have a couple of these. These are second year gold checkered, the checkerboard or checkered, whatever they're calling them. You have 2 of these out of 10, 12 and 11. Not sure I end up with 11 and 12. And another 12. So 12 out of 50 on the car, and then 11 and 12 here, all PSA 10s. And then these are all the Max base or SPs. So I have an SP 10, and then a 9 base, and then there's 4 Max Sapphire Portrait 10s. Probably paid a lot for the first couple. I know those have come down quite a bit, so probably a little strong in those right now. George out of 10. I got 1 box of second year Dynasty. That's all I've ripped of Dynasty was 1 box and hit a George. Alonso out of 5. PSA 9. Alpine. There we go. Kimi out of 25. SGC 10. Lando 70th. 32 of 70. And then a George Russell Sapphire 10. Plenty more. Getting into some of the better stuff here before too long. Second year Lewis 1 of 1 printing plate. George second year Gold Wave Auto 34 of 50. Botas Sapphire Orange out of 25. Lewis second year Orange out of 25. George and Lewis duel. This is a gift. This is actually technically for my wife. This is a gift. George is, again, her favorite driver. So that was actually a gift for her. Picked up some more of those Tops Nows in London. I think those are kind of cool. I hadn't picked up a ton of them before, but I think they're kind of neat. Another one that was actually for Reg. Shout out to my guy James. Got this in Dallas. But he gave us a 70th one, and I actually had the non-70th. This one's out of 25, so we have both of those. Both in 8s too, or 8 and 9? Yeah, 8 and 9. Formula 1 freshest George out of 25. Lewis Gold Wave 42 of 50, PSA 10. Getting into some of the stuff here, I promise. Here we go. I got a Lewis out of 99 SP from first year Topps Chrome Sapphire. Then you have a Sapphire at 70th Lewis 18 of 70, a Lewis base 10, George 9, George Gold out of 50, George SP 9, and then George 70th out of 70, SGC 9. All right, final couple piles here. Got to get into some of my favorites before too long. We'll do this first. So again, there's some of these I've ordered. They're still on the way. I know there's a Danny Rick, among others. But here are some of the Dynasties from first year. I picked these up right around the same time. I think Christian is in here. We'll see. I don't know where it's at. It's right here. Toto Wolff and Christian Horner out of 5 and out of 10. Picked those up right around the same time. I think I paid like $100 on this one. Like, they were super cheap back in the day. So I got both of those. And then Cyril patch auto 1 of 5. Pretty cool patch. K-Mag dual patch auto out of 10. Grosjean patch auto out of 10. Sick patch. Alpha patch on Pure Gasly 8 of 10. Latifi patch auto out of 5. It's just hard not to pick up Latifi. They're just so, they're just so cheap comparatively to all the other drivers. Rightfully so, but it's just fun to pick them up when they're so cheap. Out of 10, Perez. Another Gasly out of 10. You'll notice I really prefer the single patch auto. I don't know how any other F1 collectors in here, what they prefer. I don't prefer the triple. I have some pretty cool triples, but I prefer the single piece. I think the single patch auto, that's this one. I think it has a better picture of the driver, better auto. So I prefer the single. I would prefer the dual over the triple. The triple is my least favorite of the three, but have Checo at a 10. Then you have Gasly at a 10. And then pick this. I paid pretty strong on this, but I really wanted this. I love the patch. 1 of 10 Albon patch auto. Pretty cool patch. Giovinazzi at a 5 and Giovinazzi at a 10. Picked these up in Atlantic City at the National. Not necessarily who I'm after, but for the value, they weren't very expensive, so got those. And then getting into some of the better stuff, Leclerc 10, Leclerc 10, Leclerc 10. Those are 3 Sapphire 10s, base 10. Orange Sapphire 7, 25 of 25. I have 2 Leclerc autos, 42 of 52 and 46 of 42. So 2 Charles Leclerc first year Topps Chrome autos. Then I have an SP Gold 7 out of 50. Then you got a George first year Chrome auto 7 out of 84. Lewis's car number. Thought that was kind of funny. Leclerc 710 auto 11 of 25. So next we got a George Russell Sapphire 9.5. Reg and I actually picked this up in Miami when we went down there for our first F1 race. So I thought that was kind of cool. Lewis 10 Sapphire. Lewis Track Tag 10. Chrome 9.5. 70th Gold. Lewis, not numbered, unfortunately. And then Vettel 10 Dynasty 1 of 10. Hopefully can pick up a first year Vettel here pretty soon, but I've missed out on a couple on eBay, so maybe I'll pick up another one here in the future, but second year. But that leads us to the last thing. Top 10 F1 cards. It's hard picking these in terms of like what's my favorite, I'm not sure I know. I've pulled out 10 of them that I think are like, hey, these are my for sure favorites. Probably the most recent pickup I've had, I know for sure it is actually the most recent pickup, is Verstappen, first year Dynasty, patch auto triple PSA 10. Got this from my guy Garrett over at Central Valley Cards on Instagram. Triple patch auto, again, not big fans of the triple, but Max is going to keep winning. He's a heck of a driver, so thought that was cool. But I also have other Max stuff, so it'll fit in nicely. So this was the first Max Chrome auto I got, 34 of 52, 1 off his car number. But I do have that. If you saw the Burbank vlog, I'll show that in a second. First Dynasty I picked up was of Leclerc. This is it. 3 of 5, PSA 9. Charles Leclerc, pretty cool patch auto. George Dual, 1 of 10. I paid probably more than I should for this. I picked this up relatively recently, right as the market was trending downward. So I probably paid too strong on this, but really wanted it. Liked the photo, 1 of 10. Nice bold auto. Cool patch, so thought that was cool. And then Lando 1 of 1 zipper patch auto. Probably, I don't think there's a nicer patch I have. This is pretty crazy. Picked this up. So I think the 5th Dynasty I picked up early, but love the patch. That's what sold me on it. So got a Lando 1 of 1. And then probably this one, Max Dual patch auto, first year 9 of 10. From Topps Dynasty. Bold auto. I bought it raw. Should probably look at getting it graded because 10 autos aren't always guaranteed on this, and that's a pretty good auto of Max. So I think this could do well. So 9 of 10 Verstappen dual patch auto. And then I would say this is where it gets tricky. I basically got 4 cards left, so I'll just we'll show it this way. Lewis Hamilton, first year Topps Chrome auto 710. This was authentic when I bought it. I think this is an 8. I think this is undergraded. I've talked about this before. A lot of these cards have edge issues on the back with Topps Chrome. It's very, very common in first year Topps Chrome. But this one has a fraction of the problems compared to most. When you compare this to some of my other 7s, like you can really see, like, here you go. Leclerc, it's hard to see it, but it's got some stuff here, it's got some stuff here, it's got some wear there, a little bit of peeling down here. Like, it's got some wear, right? Like, this doesn't have anything. It's got a little soft corner here and a real tiny mark here. I think this is an 8. an 810. I really, really do. I think you could get an 8.5 Beckett. Like I think this is way undergraded. But at the moment it's a 7. So maybe one day we'll see if that can be changed, have that reviewed. I think it's a better grade than it got, but it is what it is right now. Then I would probably say it's this one. It's one of the earliest ones I bought. Definitely one of my favorite cards for sure. George Russell, first year, Topps Dynasty, Jumbo 1/1 patch auto, the gold. I've seen a couple of the other 1/1s from George from his first year Dynasty. This has got to be the worst patch there is. I mean, it has to be. My duel is a better patch than this, and it's at a 10, right? I don't know how they made the 1/1 such a terrible patch. I have no idea. But here we are. I picked this up in Alt, I think, early on. So this would have been just over a year ago I picked this up. But 9-10, George Russell, Dynasty. And then I'll show this because I picked this up early on as well. Lewis 9.5, 3 9.5s and a 9, 9.5-10 patch auto from first year Dynasty, dual. This is one of the cards I was just so glad I bought early on because these jumped pretty quickly. They're probably down from peak, right? A lot of things are down, so that would make sense. But was glad to have one of these. Would love to get a single one day, but for now, cool with a dual. Feel good with a 9.5. Seems nice, and it's hard to find a good auto on Lewis. Like some of the, especially the Topps Chrome autos. If you know anything about those, like the loop is not always closed on Lewis. So this is actually a pretty good auto on both the Topps Chrome and the Dynasty. It's really hard to find a really good auto on Lewis, so I was content with that one. And then I think one of these two is the most expensive, but this is Verstappen, Topps Chrome. Another one of those cards I was surprised wasn't an 8, but it's first year Topps Chrome car number out of 52. So 33 of 52 is the car number that Max had when he won his first championship, when he beat out Lewis in Abu Dhabi. Still think there should be an asterisk next to that, but did beat out Lewis in Abu Dhabi last year and was car number 33 at the time. He did end up changing to car number 1, but I feel like when he won the title, it was 33, so paid pretty strong to get this. These are obviously down since then as well, but feel pretty good with this in there. So that is a year worth of F1. It's been an incredible journey picking some of this stuff up, and I couldn't be more excited to continue to pick them up. It's something I've talked about it a lot, but my wife and I both enjoy watching it together. We've gone to races, so it's been something that we've gotten to do together in cards. So I think that's been really fun. And yeah, I look forward to picking up some more stuff here for the PC at some point in the future. I don't think I've sold any F1 cards outside of like rookies or inserts or anything like that. So not sure if the opportunity comes to upgrade any of these, if I would ever consider moving them, or if I'm just going to continue to add on to this PC, because really like a lot of these and I enjoy collecting it and showcasing it. So it's been a lot of fun. So that is all I got for now. We'll see what happens next year in 2023. We'll see what a year later looks like, 2 years in F1. But for now, guys, that is all I got. Peace, guys.